6 minutes.
It's Leeds that have played the brighter football in the opponent's half so far. Here's Bakker. Craddock with a header. Don't wanted too much time in getting it away. Here's the core. Good strike. And Sorensen was at full stretch that time. He's only scored the 1 goal for Leeds so far in that win against Arsenal recently, but it was some strike from Ollie the core. Header from McCann. Breaks the Bakker. Alan Smith. Viduka. And now Lee Bowyer! 1-0 to Leeds. Their early pressure counts for a goal, which it has to be said is deserved. Lee Bowyer on target. Bowyer's first goal in 11 games, and it comes at the end of a very decent passage of play. Good intricate build-up by Leeds again. Smith to Viduka, and the mistake by Craddock was what set Lee Bowyer in. Okay. Gray. Arca plays him in again. Phillips is in the centre. Gray's done well to wrap his leg around it. And now chance for Quinn! Well, it should be 1-1. Somehow the Leeds defenders gave Niall Quinn the space inside the penalty area. Just making his way in now. Gray had done brilliantly to get his foot around it. And it came down towards Quinn, who really should have hit the target. All of a sudden it's 3 against 2. Leeds marauding forward. Bowyer bearing down on goal, and Emerson Tome was the player that came across him. And Emerson Tome is going to be sent off. Well, Tome was booked early on for one of many challenges. It was played forward, and it was 3 against 2. Tome came across the challenge, and the referee has booked the wrong man. I can only imagine that Jody Craddock has got a yellow card for dissent, because it was clearly Tome that made the foul, and a really contentious talking point at the end of the first half. McCann. Phillips tripping over the heels of Woodgate, and it's Quinn! Surely the offside flag is up and it doesn't count. Pantomime season in full flow here in Yorkshire. Gary Kelly left it for his goalkeeper. Arca nipped in, but as he played it onside, Quinn was offside. In comes the corner. Great save by Sorensen. A magnificent strike to deny Viduka. The court. Now Rio Ferdinand. Great ball! Off the post, and Viduka puts it wide. And it was Rio Ferdinand that instigated it. Bakker with the divine touch. Viduka. Kuehl this time popping up on the right-hand side. And look how much space Viduka's got in the centre. Mark Viduka, 2-0 to Leeds. Finally, they've managed to get the finish on the end of the move. And Leeds double the lead. The real bite has been taken out of the game in the last 10 minutes or so. Great ball by Batty. Now Smith. Sorensen had committed himself, but the flag is up and it doesn't count. The second time in the game the ball has been in the net when the flag has come up to save the defending side. Played forward by Batty. And Smith, marginally offside perhaps. Some finish though. Home amongst the players who've pushed forward from the back. It came past him. This though is Ray. And Robinson had to help it on its way over the bar. Robinson seconds away from just his 4th clean sheet this season. Thanks to a vital little touch there. Off the bar! And Kilban can't believe that he missed by such a distance. But this will probably be just about the closest that he's come in the intervening 4.5 years since he last found the net in a Premiership game. Kilban should have scored. Peter, it was
New £3 million signing Matthew Jones was one of 5 changes made by Leicester after their defeat at Coventry. And for the first half an hour they were struggling. After 5 minutes, Graham Stewart found Jonathan Johansson. Having missed a chance in the opening 90 seconds, this was the Finns' 10th goal of the season. Both teams had adjusted their tactics to suit the opposition. Leicester began with 4 at the back, Charlton with 3, and it was the Londoners setting the early pace. Having saved once from Svensson, the returning Tim Flowers produced an even better stop minutes later. Charlton would eventually pay for not scoring more from their dominant spell. Indeed, 11 minutes before half-time, Adi Akinbaye swept in Gary Rowett's near-post cross. But there was one notable minus for Leicester. Johansson's challenge left Callum Davidson needing to be stretchered off with fears of a broken ankle. His replacement was Stephen Oakes, and from Oakes' corner, Matt Elliott gave Leicester the lead. Just the second goal of the season for the Foxes' captain. Kishishev then had a shot scrambled off the line by Elliott before a mix-up between Charlton defenders gifted Arnegun Laugson the chance to wrap up 3 points with a deft chip. The Foxes still flying in 4th, Leicester 3, Charlton 1.
Festa. Vickers. And O'Neill is in here. What an opportunity! And Keith O'Neill has put it wide. Best chance of the game so far. It was a perfect pass. But Keith O'Neill unable to make the most of it. Now Gudjohnsen is onside here and he's away. Ida Gudjohnsen, but it's straight at Schwarzer. Well, it came out of nothing, that. Desai's punt forward. Gudjohnsen suddenly broke clear, and Middlesbrough got away with that one, really. Paul Ince now. Hasn't got any support down there. Didn't need any either. Whelan. Musto's cross. Dohoy under pressure. O'Neill! And what a block! And it was Poyet, in fact, who got in the way. Morris. Zola gets a second chance here. Now Poyet. And Gudjohnsen. Oh, it's a fine try in the end from Ida Gudjohnsen. And it whistled just wide. Decent effort. Good to see somebody having a go. Paul Ocon, playing in only his 4th game for Middlesbrough, has put in a good shift, in fact, but he's making way for the arrival of Dean Gordon. No Whelan. And it's Gordon! And it's in! Looked like it took a deflection, but they'll take that! Dean Gordon! Huge relief at the Riverside. Well, it hasn't been a classic contest, but in their current state, Middlesbrough will not care. It took a deflection off Melchian, but you try taking it away from Dean Gordon.
Able to welcome back Alan Shearer after injury, but the former England international played no part in the move that led to his side taking the lead. Peter Atherton's defensive header was a little loose, but didn't Gary Speed punish it well? Just the early goal the Geordies wanted to help them forget their 5-0 thumping at Highbury last time out. Shay Given denied Robbie Blake as Bradford mounted a rare attack. And the second half too saw the home side piling on most of the pressure. Noel Solano was denied by a well-timed tackle from Peter Atherton, and it needed to be well-timed. But on 70 minutes, Newcastle doubled their lead. Kieran Dyer still had plenty to do when he collected Alan Shearer's flick, but his skill, his pace and poise brought him his third Premiership goal of the season so far. And Bradford's 3-game unbeaten run was about to end. Still, the urgings of Bantam's boss, Jim Jeffries, seemed to help a little, as City netted 8 minutes from the end through Robert Molinar's first goal since signing from Leeds in just his third appearance. Visiting keeper Gary Walsh was spared the embarrassment of conceding a third on his first Premiership appearance of the season for Bradford, as Shearer's header went wide, but this defeat did see Bradford drop to the foot of the table again.
This is the game of the week. Here they come. The home red of Manchester United, Poole wearing their yellow kits. Another packed house. Not quite a record, though. They set records almost every week at Old Trafford. Sir Alex Ferguson watching kickoff and a bit tense. This was going to be a battle. Liverpool off to a good start. Michael Owen, now 21 years old, by the way, goes one-on-one with Dennis Irwin. Gets a shot on goal, but it's saved by Fabian Barthez. 21-year-old Michael Owen. I guess he can have a drink now, have a pint, although the drinking age in England is 13, so he's probably been doing that for quite a while. Sander Westerveld saved that one from Roy Keane, and then Nicky Barmby slides one into Danny Murphy. The shot forced wide, though, by Barthez. Barthez getting some work today. Very busy as Poole on the attack. Later off the corner kick. Emil Heskey gets a head on it, but Paul Scholes, Johnny on the spot, turned it away off the line there. Now, after Gary Neville got hit with a handball, Danny Murphy, the free kick, and he was networking. Beautiful shot right into the corner. Fabian Barthez had no chance to save that one. Gerard Houllier, all smiles at this point, no doubt about that. Now to the second half. Marcus Babbel across to Michael Owen, he shoots. Hits the bar. Again, Barthez could only watch as this one went up and over. Later, Paul Scholes plays the ball through to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, whose shot is saved by Westerveld again. Sander knocks it in as it was headed towards the post. Then Giggs plays the ball to Solskjaer. Again, his shot saved by Westerveld. Sander locked down on the net at Old Trafford. Late in the game, Vladimir Smicer breaks through on goal, taken down by the young Luke Chadwick. Right there. Luke, you done it. That's going to cost you. Referee Mike Riley pulls out his round red card and shows it to Luke Chadwick. A shocker here from the Theater of Dreams. Man United down. Giles Elliott, our chief researcher.
Take it to the North London Derby. White Hart Lane is the venue, and everyone pumped here for Tottenham. We get underway here, and it'd be George Graham looking on. Early going, Stephen Carr. Stephen Clement, right to Darren Anderton. Ugh. Alex Maniger can't hold on to it. And Red Rob, the flag is up. Red Rob scores his 6th league goal of the season in the 31st minute. Fast forward to the second half. Bergkamp finds Henry. And Neil Sullivan keeps him out. Some good goalkeeping. Sullivan had an outstanding match. But then it's late. Patrick Vieira wasn't even supposed to play in the match. Hamstring injury, came on in the second half. Looking to manhandle Les Ferdinand. 1-0 Arsenal escaping.